Alright, good morning, guys. What is up? We don't have anything great in particular, but we have some stuff going on. Let a few more people hop in here, and then I'll start going over my watch list here. Do a scan, see if there's anything else. See, did that come out with a press release? RTTR. So some type of merger on RTTR. It's had a lot of volume so far, 3.6 million. $220. So I don't know. There's a lot of different things going on. I'm not sure what I like, if I even like anything yet. But let's just go over this watch list real quick. Got some people starting to join now. RTTR. I mean, it's not a great press release, but they're urging their shareholders to vote for they're advising their shareholders to vote for this merger. RTTR has a lot of volume, but I don't really like it. XRF has an agreement. Agreements can be good. Good morning, One Life. What's up? XRF is extremely low float. I mean, XRS is super low float. Like the shares on Thinkorswim is saying 657,000. So it's probably around like 500K, which means it's not going to take much to move this stock. And already in pre-market, it's went from $1 all the way up to $2.40. Right now, trading this $2 range. But yeah, it's not going to take much for this stock to move. Only a little bit of volume. But it actually has quite a bit of volume so far. So it's probably the one I like the most. But that float is very, very low, so it's going to be very tricky and risky. It may get halted a lot too. I don't know. Then POAI, they're doing a collaboration with Dr. Carter, whoever that is, to develop a potential COVID vaccine. I don't know if Dr. Carter's somebody important. Must be if they're saying his name like that, but it's made a decent move so far from 150 to 240. Now it's trading sideways. CPSH just have up here because it's got volume, but like I don't really know why it's running. Don't really like it. Probably will come off. And then we got MDGS with a patent, basically a patent for the virus. Something. So possibly. I mean, it's moved from $3 all the way up to $5 almost, so that's a pretty big rip. And I got CLSK on watch just to see if it might have a continuation run, but I don't particularly like anything that much. Good morning, Steven. So, gotta wait it out. Definitely gonna wait it out. Whoops, what did I just do? Okay. Want to watch XRF at the beginning. Put my keyboard away from my hands so I don't do anything stupid in the first 30 minutes because I don't like anything. Like I don't know what we're really kind of light on PR today, so could be a very pump and dumpy day. And that's what I'm kind of expecting as a pump and dump type of day where stocks with no press releases might be running. There's one more I want to keep an eye on for volume, but it has no volume whatsoever. So the ANY, it's opening up right at this 200 day. If it can hold above the 200 day, then it's got a lot of room to run. But it has no volume, has no press release. It just has a decent chart pattern. So it actually needs to break 150 before it can do anything. But I'm just going to take it off. If I start seeing it pop up on a scanner or something, then we'll look back at it. But and the old SPY had a little dip yesterday, and then it started coming back up again. To me, it looks like the SPY is going to be getting over 300 soon. I think maybe next week. If it doesn't have a big sell-off soon, it's probably just going to keep climbing. But who really knows? But we're fixing to open up here, so let's see what happens in this first 30 minutes. See if we can weed out the stocks that aren't going to do anything and find the ones that are going to do something. Nope, what? What are you noping? I don't even know what I said that made you nope. Good morning, Josh. Nope, that the SPY's not going to get over 300. I really don't know. I have no idea what the SPY is going to do. I just got a feeling. So XRF trying to move up here right out the gate. Like I said, this is going to be sketchy, so you really got to wait for a good setup and a good entry to get on this, because if people decide to start selling this, it'll sell off very, very quickly. It'll be a very hard drop. POAI. POAI just needs to break $2. If POAI can break $2, be a shot there. So we got some support at this 180 area. You can see it's level 2 in time and sales. The bid and ask are changing very fast on this stock, and this is how it's going to be. It's going to be extremely fast, one way or the other. Because it is such a low float. This is probably the lowest float stock that I've had on my watch list during a live stream. Oh, the SPY 300? Yeah. I mean, who knows? One life, who knows? I have no idea. I'm just optimistic for the future. CPSH, nothing. MDGS, nothing yet. CLSK, nothing yet. POAI, nothing yet. The only thing that's holding up right at the minute is RTTR and XRF. XRF is pushing up here. See if it's going to test 240 and break the high, the pre-market high. Yeah, here it goes right here. So got stuffed at 250 for a second. This is what I was talking about, though, about how fast this stock is going to move. And it's going right through 250. I mean, we're 3 minutes in so far, and this stock has moved 60 cents. So it's definitely, let's see, DCAR popping up a little bit here. That's a good move so far on Dakar. Yeah, you can see right there, 250 is going to be strong resistance. But it looks like it's trying to test it still. And now it's starting to pull back some. POAI had a big sell-off there. So this candle's about to close. There we go. So that actually opened up above. Let's see if we have a big red candle now. That did open up above the VWAP and the 9 though. It looks like it's going to try to push for 250 again. Oh, okay, there it goes. There comes the red candle. CPSH coming up to 2 right now. MDGS just now getting back above the VWAP possibly. CLSK doing nothing yet. Okay, RTTR looks ridiculous. I'm taking it off. Yeah, so not a lot's moving really right now, right this second. Everything's just kind of hobbling around here. So let's see, it came down to 225 so far. See, is there anything I'm missing? DGS. Morning, Epic. So yeah, just gotta wait things out. Wait for things to shake out here and see what's gonna happen. So I don't want to force anything. Get out of here. POAI is just selling off. Yeah, I mean, if you got a little profit, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't sweat it. What are you what are you watching, Daniel B? Cuz I don't I mean, I don't, I'm looking, I mean, I don't know what I don't like any of it, so I'm just watching the stuff that's got volume right now. So what are you looking at, Daniel? Let me know what you're looking at. So let's get on the same page here, buddy. Because like I was saying, this float is so low. It's such a risky play if you don't get a good setup on it, because it could easily just turn around and drop 50 cents in a matter of seconds. So I gotta wait for a good setup. CPS HA POAI. Yeah, so you're looking at those two. I like the POAI one, but it's pretty weak right now. Yeah, they had an agreement with XRFF. Let's see. Share amounts previously issued. Oh, okay, let's see the purchase transaction. So it looks like they're going to go from what, 650,000 shares to 131,000 shares, or I'm sorry, 131 million shares. I mean, it still could get hype. I don't see it as a bad press release particularly. Yeah. Well, no, it didn't say XRF, Daniel. You're reading it wrong. It's not XRF who the XRF is buying the other company, and they're getting the shares from the other company for $1.36. It's not XRF who's getting bought out. XRF is doing the buying. They're buying this IB whatever limited, and they're buying them for $1.36 a share as a wholly owned subsidiary. I don't see how that's really a bad thing. Even if they do end up having more shares on their float, they don't right now. POAI is really selling off here though. Kind of like an MDGS a little bit. It's holding up, trying to get back above the VWAP. If I see it get back above the VWAP, I'd be interested in that. See XRF popping all the way up to 270. I mean, I'm not trading for the whole day, Daniel B. There's been opportunities here to make money on this play. If you bought at the VWAP here, you've already gotten 60 cents a share, so yeah, there you go. Josh Tome just got in at 227, so he's up almost 50 cents a share right now. So there's opportunities to make money on this. We ain't got to look to the end of the day to see if there's money to be made. There you go. Look, Josh told him bringing in more profit, and it's trying to break 275 for him, or tried to there. Oh, it looks like it's going to. Maybe. It's hard to say. It's level 2 is moving so fast. I agree with you. I'd like to find the bigger money, but I don't know where the bigger money is going to be at. I'm not seeing it on anything. Like none of these press releases. CPSH don't even have a press release, and POAI has a press release saying they're collaborating with the doctor. So that's not really. MDGS just sold off, so that's not going to do anything for a while. CLSK big sell off so far. The only possibility for money right now at the moment is on the XRF. Look at there. Nice job, Josh. Josh hitting 150. 100 yesterday, 150 today. Good job, buddy. Good job. Man, you're killing it. Nice job. Nicely done. Let me poke around and look, because I'm not touching XRF, and like I said, until I get a little bit better of a setup. IZEA ripping right now. Let me put IZEA up here on the watch list. Where did you rip from? From 40 cents to 72 cents. Next RF up to 280. Looks like it's going to try to push for 3 here. Now, I would expect it to get hung up at 3. If it does push up to 3, I'd expect a big pullback right after that. Okay, POA, if you can start U-shaping. POAI is getting a little bit of action here. Get out of here. And CPSH coming back up to $2 now. Whoa, what just happened? Okay. So CPSH, it's got a lot of resistance at 220, 230, and then 240. A lot of resistance ahead on this, but it is starting to move up. Oh, man. MDGS looking gross. CLSK still selling off. I'm going to take it off. MDGS, if it drops anymore, I'm taking it off. So we got 3, actually, 4 stocks right now with potential moves. And if IZEA gets back close to $1, there's a lot of selling on it though. There's XRF pushing up to 3 so far. Or 293, got real close. Yeah. They may try to get it. Hmm. Looks like it's going to try to push for 3 here. But like I said, I'd say it's probably going to have a pullback at 3. So I mean, it's already ran $1 in about 20 minutes. See, it keeps trying to break 3, and then it keeps getting stuffed. So I think I'd want to wait for a pullback on that. See, POA is starting to come back up right now. All right, great job today, Josh. Nice quick profit, man. Good job. Thinking about maybe going on POAI here. Yeah, I'm going to go on POAI and see if it can break $2. Man, at 191. If it can break $2, it has some potential. If it gets hung up at $2, then it'll be bad news bears for me. And I got stopped out there. Yeah, I knew it. And I should have waited for some confirmation. I didn't wait for confirmation, and that's what happens. Looked like it was going to get volume to start going, and it may still. CPSH coming back down too. Yeah, I gotta give it some time to try to work itself out. I think POAI still has potential if it doesn't sell off. I was just looking forward to try to get up to 2 with that momentum it had, but that momentum just sold right off. The XRF starting to pull back some. $241. I like POAI. They can just show me a little bit more strength. $2 is going to be very tough. You can see right at the top of these candles. $2, $2, $2. I don't know, I may go on CPSHI because this candle's about to confirm. Yeah, we're still on a downtrend on POAI. SPY doing. SPY's coming down a little bit. Ooh, SPY's selling off right here. Well, we may crack. This CPSH just held up twice so far. Held the 9 up twice. Thinking about going here on CPSH. But I want to wait and see where this candle closes because it could just sell off. DGS way off. Let's see if we're gonna hold up. We're gonna hold above $2 here. Ooh. Might crack $2. It may not. That's why I wanted to wait. Oh yeah, it's cracking below now. Got a minute to close. We're still in this downtrend on POAI, so it could just sell off too, so I don't want to look for anything else there yet. I don't know, it might just be the XRF show today. Yeah, that looks bad. That looks bad too. Both those look bad. All those look bad. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait it out a little bit longer because I don't like, or at least on my next trade, because things are a little weird, a little wonky. Get out of here. Yeah, POAI is still selling off too. So everything's selling off except for XRF and IZEA. If I could get a scalp on IZEA. $58. It might just be an ugly day. What is this? It's an interesting little U shape. What's the float on this? It's $1. I'm going to put this on my watch list in case it breaks $1. It starts trying to break $1. Doesn't have a ton of volume yet, but I like the U shape. It's starting to form back to the dollar mark. Let's watch this guy for a second. Pretty much the only opportunity was on XRF on this little pullback. But now it's a little sketchy. I mean, you could look for an entry possibly at the 9 here at 260. Unless this is a head and shoulders pattern starting to form like we had yesterday on the other runner on GMPX, because you got a shoulder right here, and then if this ends up being the head, then it's just gonna I don't know, it's still kind of early to call that though, I think. IZEA keeps holding up 60 cents. Got a lot of upper shadows though. Oh, John Wick. Please don't kill anybody in the chat if you can refrain from it. Hmm. Really thinking about. IZEA. Starting to move up some. I don't want it to move up too fast before. Well, I may have missed it on this one. Just want a little bit more of a U shape though. See XRF. Yeah, making that kind of reverse fishing rod. Let's see the VWAP and stuff. Trying to hold up though on that. CPS, but yeah, both those just look terrible. That looks bad too. The car, I mean, it doesn't have a press release, so that would be my concern, but let's look at it. I mean, it does have volume, but right now it's, possibly could make a U shape. It's a little bit of sketchy area. Oh, and this is starting to move. I think I missed it. I missed where I wanted to get in. I was thinking about getting in at 63. If I get in now, I'm up a little bit high off the VWAP and the 9. But I wanted to at least try to get 10 cents up to 75. Well, I'm not betting on anything, so we try not to gamble around here. See, XRF still dropping. I'm pretty sure this is going to try to push back up to 75 cents, and I was looking for just that 10-cent move from 65 to 75, but I feel like if I get in it now, well, I don't know. Let me see what happens here for the next few minutes. If there's some type of pullback a little bit to 65 or 64, I might try to get in, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is going to push for 75 cents here. Would you short XRF? You must have been shorting XRF if you just made $105. That's the only way I could see that, unless you did some kind of really really quick scalp. It's just pushing for 70 now. I don't feel like I can. Just getting in here would be so sketchy. Long from 236 to 290. Okay. Kind of weird. It's just weird timing of your comment because XRF is crashing right now. So, I mean, you had to have made that back here. No, IZEA may. Oh no, I didn't. Thought maybe it was going to pull back a little bit more. Yeah, this is kind of starting to look like a Head and Shoulders, but it could possibly turn back around. Alright, so that's not doing anything. MDGS, not doing anything. POAI selling off real hard. CPSH still has some potential. The car, maybe. Yeah, you are right about that, Sways. Everything is kind of fading. Except for IZEA here. IZEA had a little pullback, and I could have got in right there. CLVS, let's take a look at it. I don't know. I may not even trade anything else today. I may just take that little loss and go about my day because I wasn't particularly excited about anything in the first place today. I don't really want to force anything. All right, thank you, Swim. There you go. Let's see, IZEA. It's trying to push over 70 cents right now, but that's not doing too much. Possibly maybe if it could pull back down to the VWAP some. With a 9 maybe. Let's see, where's the 200 at? Oh, the 200's at $1, so this is gonna be. This last time this has been over $1. January. The car could be due for another dollar break. I mean, it did break a dollar earlier. Hmm. XRF trying to break back above the VWAP here. Getting held up. SPY down to 285, yeah. Yeah, it's been getting hammered since open, but who knows where it's going to drop at. See, I knew that was going to push to 75. That was such an easy 10 cents, and I hesitated just a little too long. So that's all I was looking for, was from down here, like 63 cents up to 75. It looks like it might try to break 75 here, actually. Oh yeah, breaking 75. But still struggling a bit with it. Did just make a new high a day, though. Yeah, you're probably right about that. See PSH coming back up again. Yeah, it's getting held up at 75. That's what I figured it was going to do. See, the car is coming up to that dollar area. I want to see it break a dollar. If the car breaks a dollar and can hold a dollar as support, although it could start shooting if it breaks the dollar too, though. You got it at 86 cents. It's not a bad spot. I mean, you got in at the bottom of the car. So that's a pretty good entry. That's a really good entry. I mean, you're already up 11 cents. If it breaks a dollar, man, it might run for you. I'm sitting here possibly I'm thinking about maybe an entry show me a little bit more. IZEA ripping over 75 so far. Gosh, shouldn't have hesitated on this. Well. CPSH coming back up too. The SPY started bouncing. Okay, so it looks like maybe CPSH and Dakar might be following the SPY a little bit. Ooh, looks like XRF is about to sell off pretty hard here. Looks like the shorters just won this battle. Maybe. Oh, let's see. Still trying to hold up at 230 support, but no, that candle looked a little sketchy to me. And CPSH coming back up again. We got a bit of a trend line right there, maybe? Nah. IZA all the way up to 80 cents. You can't hesitate. You got to go with your instincts. XRF trying to hold up again. You can see right here, you can draw a line straight across, but you can see right here where all this support is. That keeps holding up. It's about at 225. Actually, I think we're on a trend line here on XRF. Bottom of that trend line's at 230 though. IZEA still ripping. So that's 20 cents so far on IZA. This is crazy. This is a crazy rip on IZA. From 40 cents to 80 cents since open. Let's see, XRF's trying to come back up here. Let's see. XRF shake out for a little bit. Dakar having a little bit of a pullback. Same thing with CPSH. CLVS making a nice little reversal here. It's got the 209.64, so a little resistance there. Is there anything else going on? What is this? This has been going straight up. Solar window. It's not had any volume and it's just been going straight up. Let's see what, 157,000 in volume. That doesn't make sense. Mara popping up. Riot blockchain. 122. XRF's above the VWAP. Oh yeah, it is. It is, but I'm waiting for this candle to close. I'm waiting to see it confirm the VWAP. Want this candle to close in one more, because if you get in right now, it could still sell off, because this is like a half a head and shoulders pattern. This is a shoulder and this is a head. So if it doesn't confirm the VWAP, then the break, if it doesn't confirm this break here, then it could easily just sell right back off. Anything else happening right at the moment? And see, now we're cracking back below the VWAP. So that's what you gotta, that's why I'm waiting. Because I didn't catch the head and shoulders yesterday on whatever it was. GMPX ended up getting burned a little bit, so I'm just trying not to make that same mistake, because this is very similar to what GMPX was yesterday, but you can't really go off of what happened the day before right now, but just keeping it in mind. AZS. Let's see, they had some good earnings. 125. They'll break a 125. Actually, I'm going to put this up here. If it starts breaking 125, it's got some potential. See where this candle closes on. AEZS here. EPS up. And sales up. So they're up on a lot of their financials. Big buyer just came in there at 113, 40,000 shares. It's at 108. That's the XRF coming back down again. Let's see what happens here after this candle. But I like this U shape that AEZS has, and it's not had that much volume yet. It's had about 3.5. And 125 is going to be pretty tough resistance. 120 as well. But if it could break through those, it could start moving. Possibly. Might be a little bit slower of a play because the float is a little bigger. But I'm not against it. So we are just going completely sideways right now here on XRF. This is probably going to dip off. It's really starting to look more and more like a head and shoulders pattern. And if it cracks this support here, then it's definitely going to be done. Looks like it might try to do that here. Yeah, I'm not touching this. Want nothing to do with that. And AEZS selling off. So I just feel like I've missed the one opportunity I liked was on AZEA, and I feel like I've missed it so far. So wait and see if AZS can come back up a little bit more, but it's at resistance. That's the only thing I don't like about it. This guy, what's going on? 230. This has extremely strong resistance right where it's at this 230 area. Barely any volume. It's been going straight up. That's a pretty good press release. Unveils largest ever array of transparent electricity generating window glass pane. To me, that's a cool press release. And we're starting to break over that. Actually, I'm going to put this on watch. Just because I know it doesn't have a lot of volume, but I like the press release. Whoops. I mean, it has been going straight up, but it's been going straight up with little buying. If a lot of buying was to come into this, then it could rip pretty hard. XRF still trying to hold up that support. Cracked below it, but still trying to hold up. I don't know. I may just wait. SPY with a decent rebound so far. I may just wait everything out. I may just not trade until tomorrow at this point. Let me read into this press release a little bit more. See, virtual technical meetings with the team resulted in producing greater clarity, size, and power from its electricity generating glass panes more than ever before. Develop's largest ever array. We read that. See their financial statement. They reported 15 million in cash, no debt, 15.7 million in working capital. Currently a pre-revenue company. Our balance sheet strength enables us to meet our near-term goals of technology and product development and fabrication, establishing partnerships for commercial manufacturing, marketing, and sale of products, incorporating our... Huh. Could convert passive windows into electricity generating windows. Which produce power under natural, artificial, low, shaded, and even reflected light conditions. Other potential uses: facades, balcony railings, curtain walls, skylight, shading system, automotive, truck, marine. I don't know. I want to look into this company more from a long-term perspective, because that's cool. That's cool. But the fact they don't have any debt, they might possibly be the only stock in the whole stock market that doesn't have any debt. That's kind of wild. I mean, they got 15 million to work with and no debt, and they're doing some things. Let me see this guy. How long has this company been in business? 2010. They've been kind of on an uptrend too. Until the coronavirus, but this is an interesting stock. I'm gonna check this out later. I may even do a Ben stock review on this stock. And they got a cool ticker symbol name. It's Window. How easy is that to remember? I don't know if it's gonna do anything today, but I just want to do some research on it. It's pretty interesting. Oh yeah, let me switch back to my 1 year. So XFR still holding up. They're kind of in a channel, between 275-ish. So you got held up right there, 270-ish. I don't know. It looks like it's going to drop off to me. Oh, I don't know. I don't like it. Dakar not doing anything. CPSH, we can take this guy off. It's going down. Get out of here. I don't want to see that. I want to take it off. AEZS. Still not doing anything. Very low light on volume at the moment. CLVS has potential. If you're looking at a higher price stock, but it's gonna move slower. It's got a higher float. All right, Thinkorswim. IZEA coming back down. I may try to look for another scalp on IZEA. Possibly. Possibly. I don't know. I don't know yet on that. Positive top line data, clinical study showing multifactorial activity in adult subjects. So they had this come out, and it's slowly coming up to the $7 mark. If this breaks $7, this could start going. It's above all indicators right now on the chart. It's got, if it breaks 7, it's got room to at least 750 probably. Let's see, AXLA. Let's put that up there and keep an eye on that. See, IZEA cracking and selling off, so, or AEZS, whatever it is, take it off. The car still sideways. XRF still kind of sketchy. IZA looking like it might try to go on another run. Why the chat is quiet today? Why is the chat so quiet? You guys quiet because the market's kind of quiet? Is that what's happening today? Straight down on this ugly monster. Alright, Thinkorswim, come on. Well, this guy getting a little bit of action. Auto. Yeah. See the old window coming back down. Yeah, XRF looks like it's about to come down. Like, it keeps on testing this support. But we have a lot of the selling volume has kind of died off on it. It's still holding up, though. It's kind of strange. Let's see what happens. If this is going to crack, there it goes. Well, that took a while for this to crack. Yeah, so that definitely looks like a Head and Shoulders. Not touching that. Card running off on volume. Man. Just gonna go down and look through everything. Okay. Cars. What are you ripping for? Cars.com after stronger than expected earnings. 571. Kind of where that 50-day moving average is. It's another company saying they suspended guidance. I think most people use Thinkorswim in here. We have some people who are not in the United States who don't use Thinkorswim. but I know One Life uses it, and Daniel B, I think, uses it. I don't know. There's a lot of people who use Thinkorswim. Hmm. I don't want to get in IZEA up this high. MNGX is a little bit higher float stock. But trying to push back above the VWAP. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I am not liking anything at the moment. I really don't want to force anything. What's Mark doing? Oh, Mark's rebounded today. Actually, let me leave this on here. How much volume we got on this? 17 million? Geez, there's some big buyers on this. There's some 10,000, bunch of buyers. I mean, there's a lot of sellers on this too, but there's a bunch of big buyers coming in. 20,000, 10,000. Yeah, XRF definitely was a disappointment. There was one chance really to get into it, and Josh Totem took it, and he actually did pretty good. But on this pullback down to the VWAP here, that was the one chance to try to make anything off of it today, and that's all it's given. And that's all it's probably going to give. I'm gonna look up what the actual float is on this window here. What are you laughing at, Daniel? What's funny? What are you watching, Daniel? You was watching CPSH and POAI, but you can't be watching them anymore, I imagine, because they're not doing anything. Statistics. So window only has a float of 15 million. 16.9 million. So this is actually very low float. DAL. Let's take a look at it. Oh, it's Delta. For long term or for short term? on Delta. I took loss on POAI too, Daniel. I mean, you said that kind of aggressive. Like, I wasn't like calling you out or anything, saying that you were wrong about POAI. Nothing is really ripping today. So, um, long term for Delta. I mean, it's hard to say. It really is hard to say. But I mean, the low was 1910, so you're not that far from the low. I don't know, man. The airline stocks, it's so yeah, I traded it too, but anyway, the airlines, man, it's so uncertain right now. You know, we may not get back to regular flying for a while. From what I saw, I don't know. I saw an article this morning about one of the airlines is going to be charging extra for social distancing flights. So I guess I don't know how they're going to do that. Put one person in a row of chairs or something. I don't know, but it's hard to say. I think there's a lot of like I don't know, too much uncertainty to really say on these airline stocks. I haven't bought any airline stocks for my portfolio just because I don't know. I mean, the government's trying to bail them out, but it's like Warren Buffett just dumped all of his airline stocks, which it doesn't really mean anything, but the fact he dumped millions and millions worth of airline stocks, I would just be a little concerned about it. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like you have to ask that question. Like this could be a decent entry on Delta, maybe, but how long is it going to take for flying to get back to normal where they were making as much money as they was before? We might have a year, 2 years of the social distancing flights, or I don't know. It's like so much uncertainty with that sector. Eventually, we're going to be flying again. I know that, but I just don't know which company is going to be the leader. Which companies are actually going to survive, and it's hard to say. So I don't know. Oh, AXLA just popped above 7 here. This might start moving now. Ugh, nice. Nice, nice, Satoshi. You bought all the warrants. Cruise line, same kind of the same thing. It's like what is going to happen? Are you going to have to social distance on the cruises, which is not like a major thing because you have separate cabins, but from what I've heard, the air filters through all of the cabins, so it can still spread viruses pretty easy. And then also, like, what about they've got casinos and restaurants and all that on these cruise ships, so they're gonna have to have people sitting 6 feet apart from each other. Like, how long is things go before things get back to normal? I mean, I think eventually, long term, like that cruises will return and airlines will return. I think all of that, but there could be a drop before that on these stocks. If their earnings keep coming out, quarter after quarter of lower than expected earnings, these stocks are going to get cheaper. So I mean, it's so hard to say. What I've been doing, this is what I've been personally doing for my long term portfolio, is I've been buying little bits here and there. Like every time the SPY has a little dip, one of these little dips on this way back up here, I buy in a little bit. A couple of shares of some companies I like here, a couple shares of companies I like there. Because I want to try to get those discount prices, but I don't want to load up on those companies and the market drop again and then I could be able to get them cheaper, you know. But if it keeps going up, at least I got some discount prices. And that's just the way I'm looking at it, because we still have a lot of uncertainty. So you just gotta, you know, I wouldn't go all in on Delta or Carnival Cruise or anything like that. But if you want to pick up a few shares right now, why not? You know, if you decide that you don't like them, you can always get out of them. And if the market goes up and they get back to normal and they go up, good. You got some cheap shares at a discount and you made some gains on them. The market drops again, buy some cheaper shares. But you know, that's if you like them. Like I said, I haven't bought any cruise stocks. I haven't bought line stocks. Me personally, I'm staying away from those. I did buy a few REITs, but I like REITs. I don't know if my there we go. You know, I bought a few REITs, bought a few tech companies. And that's pretty much all I've been buying. I mean, I would like to get, you know, some cruise line stocks, maybe some airline stocks potentially, you know, at some point, but I don't know. There's just a lot of uncertainty there. The one thing we know is people are going to need places to stay, and REITs can handle that. And businesses are going to need places to have inventory and all that, so REITs can handle that. And we know that technology is going to advance. So those things we know for sure. That's why I like those areas. What we don't know for sure is how the airlines and how the Carnival Cruises are going to react. We don't know how retail is going to change. Retail is probably going to change pretty dramatically. It already was changing dramatically with Amazon taking over. You know, JCPenney's was already going out of business. Sears was out of business. So those sectors, I think you have to be very picky and choosy with the companies that you're looking at in those sectors, because smart companies will survive and actually thrive. There's restaurants right now that have better sales during this pandemic than they were having before the pandemic. So, and that's because they adapted to what was happening, and they've set their restaurants up now to where they're just strictly doing carryouts and online order and delivering with all the delivery apps. And so now they don't have a bunch of servers, so there's no cost there. You know, they can have a little less kitchen staff probably, so they have a little less cost there. They don't have to have a ton of dishwashers. You actually don't even have to have a dishwasher. Maybe just have the chef wash, you know, a few pots and pans that they might use. So the smart companies are going to thrive, and that's what you want to look for. The ones that are adapting, the companies that aren't adapting, they're not going to make it. And that's what I'm looking at as far as that type of stuff. You like holding the retail and all that overnight? There's been some good retail and airlines and different ones that's had some nice little gains. Do we have anything that has possibility? IZA coming back down there to the 67 cent area. Eh. Yeah, I think I'm about done for the day, guys. I don't think I'm going to try to force anything. I'll just take my small little loss and move on. I'll have more funds to trade tomorrow, but I'm just not feeling anything else at all. So I'm just going to cut, tell, and run. So if you guys have any questions, suggestions, or ideas, go ahead and get those in. We'll give the stream here about 10, 15 more minutes at the most to look around. See if I see possibly any play at all before I take off here. Quiet. It's a pretty quiet day, though. I mean, the biggest run was on... Well, it depends on how you look at it, but... The most predictable run was on IZEA. And XRF had a little potential to make some quick money on it. No, it's 700. So I was like, what? I've been trading for 5-ish years. I say 5-ish because I don't remember exactly what year I started. Kind of a lot was going on when I started, but I got started because of pot stocks actually. I started seeing, states were legalizing and things like that, and I had the thought of, I wonder if there are any pot companies public on the market that could be traded, because I didn't know much about stocks. I've always had a little bit of an interest in the stock market, but I never pursued it until that time. And so I was like, hey, if there's stocks out there that are companies that might be growing this legal pot, then I should probably buy them. And so I started doing some research. Aurora Cannabis is one of the first ones I bought. I bought Aurora at $2 before it went on the massive run. Gotta look back a ways back. I'm old man. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, I got Aurora back right here. Right in this area. And then Aurora went on this massive run. But sadly, I didn't hold Aurora all the way through this massive run. I actually sold it at like $2.60. I was up, it was one of the first stocks I bought. I bought it at $2. It ran 60 cents over a couple of weeks. I was like, that's pretty good gains. Oh, you're so pessimistic, Daniel B. But yeah, I missed the big rip on Aurora and all the other cannabis stocks. I sold them as they were starting to move. I never really imagined they were going to run as big as they did that soon. I was expecting it to be a couple of years or something, but yeah, that's what got me into it, was the pot stocks. So you'll see a lot of pot stock videos on my channel, and that's just because I like that sector. I think that sector has huge potential. I think the only problem is we don't have any idea what companies are probably going to survive through, till the world completely legalizes it. There's a lot of uncertainty there because it is such a new sector. Well, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to lock, even, getting a little profit is still better than getting no profit. Locking in profit, it's not a bad problem to have. It's been one of my things too. Like, I've always sold too early. I don't think there's ever been any stock where I've held it all the way to the end of the rip or anything. Like, I always sell early. I sold early yesterday on SLCK. I got in LSCK yesterday. I got in an LSCK yesterday at $2. you know. And see, was it? Let me look at it. Let me fix my charts here. Here we go. Yeah, so I got in on this yesterday at $2. $2 down here. And I sold at 230, like 233 or something like that. And then it ran all the way up to $5. So I constantly do that all the time. Yeah, it is possible, Daniel B. At this point, I've stopped even thinking about what's going to happen with unemployment and all that. I've just got an optimistic outlook, on the future. Next year might be pretty bad, but I think within a couple of years, the country's going to get sorted out. Yeah, no, a lot of people got nice profits yesterday. I know a lot of you guys did good. But yeah, I'm more optimistic about the future. Let's see, that's an emotion, and you got to learn to control your emotions. Fear is a very big one, and like I said, it's one of the things I deal with. But if you have a trading plan, yeah, I agree with that, Epic. But yeah, if you have a trading plan going into every stock, then you can take a lot of that fear out. I'm gonna do something a little crazy just because I'm very interested in this stock. Mm, I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna refrain from being crazy. I was gonna do something crazy, but then I decided not to. Don't do anything crazy. Yeah, I don't see anything. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's the time of uncertainty. We have so much uncertainty. Who knows what's gonna happen? Why would why would unemployment affect day trade proceeds? Day trading doesn't rely on unemployment numbers or any of that. Day trading, or at least the day trading we do, we don't. It doesn't matter what's going on with the market or anything. There's always going to be stocks moving up and down. So every day, like unemployment only affects like long term investing and general outlook of the market. I don't remember what I said, Daniel B. I mean, it's possible that POAI could make a big U shape, but that's a really big U shape. And it doesn't have very much volume on it. Like, it's not going to do anything soon. I would look I would look back at POAI this afternoon in Power Hour, right before Power Hour, and see if it's done anything else. But well, I mean, if you're day trading, you shouldn't be on unemployment anyway, in my opinion. So you well, that's kind of seems like cheating to be a day trader and on unemployment, because day trading you're self employed, you're 1099. So I don't even think you should be on unemployment, or can you be on unemployment if you're 1099? Oh, I get what you're saying, Daniel B. I see. I see. Wait, what? I'm trying to figure out what you're saying, Daniel B. I thought I knew what you were saying, but now I'm not sure what you're saying. Stocks are moving because everybody's at home trading, creating huge volatility. I mean, we do have like a huge influx of traders into the market, so I agree with that. If once they all okay, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, I know what you're saying, Daniel. I get what you're saying now. Well, yeah, you're right, but if you're day trading and you're successfully day trading and you're making enough gains to supplement whatever your income was on, then they're gonna take you off unemployment. That's what I'm saying. Like I get that people are shut down and they're on unemployment and they're learning day trading and stuff. But if you're a successful day trader, then you're gonna get taken off unemployment for sure. Or I would think so, because it's self-employed. It's self-employed income. I don't know. I really don't know. I've never. I'm not on. I'm not I'm not on the unemployment right now for COVID. So I don't. I've never been on unemployment. I have no idea how unemployment really works as far as the actual process and how they decide if you get money or not or none of that. So I really don't know to answer that question. I just shake my head is what he means. SMH. He's saying he's sympathizing with your situation, Jennifer, is what he's basically getting at. No, we're listen. The thing with the stock market is, if the market so as long as the market is going up or down and there's volatility in the markets, there's going to be you know day trading opportunities. The whole 5 years that I've been day trading, there's only been a couple of times where it's been so dead. There's been no volume in the market for like a month or two where there wasn't any trades. So, in my experience, 80 to 90% of the time, there is going to be a stock that is going to go up for a day trade no matter what's going on. There's always going to be something. But there's at least this is what I've seen. Well, there's a lot of youngster lingo, so don't feel bad, Jennifer. Trust me, I struggle with it sometimes too. I try to stay up on it because I'm in social media. So, I got a lot of comments and questions I have to answer, so I need to understand what people are asking me. But I get it. But yeah, like I said, in 5 years, I've only seen a couple of times where it's been slow to where you couldn't make a trade for a month. And even then, even in the slower volume market times, you can still usually get, 10 cents to 15 cents a share. You're not going to get big rips, but you might get some slow rips. But that only happens when the market is going sideways. And we are kind of going sideways, but we're on this trend line. So if this trend line holds up on the SPY, then we're still going up. If this trend line breaks, but it doesn't drop and it just keeps going sideways for a while, then yeah, it could slow down. It absolutely could slow down. And like Daniel B was saying, if people, all these influx of traders that's come into the markets and they bought all these courses and all this stuff and they spent a bunch of money and they're losing money, they're going to give up. They're going to say it's a scam. There's a reason why 90% of traders fail. And we're going to see a lot of traders fail during this COVID thing because we have so many traders coming in. We have so many fake gurus right now. We have so many scams. We have so many gurus that might be good at day trading themselves but suck at teaching. We have so many people selling courses and, it's so much, too much. So as a new trader, coming into what you're coming into, if you just started this month, last month, pretty much since this pandemic started, if you haven't found a free YouTube channel like mine that doesn't charge you for anything to actually watch live trading and puts out, videos of how to learn how to trade, if you haven't found that or you haven't found good books, you don't want to spend a ton of money to learn how to day trade. Day trading, it's not as hard as people make it seem to be. But a lot of new traders are going to lose that have came into the markets lately. So Daniel B is definitely right about that. There's going to, at some point, a lot of volume is going to probably leave the day trading scene. Exactly. Most of them get excited. They think, that you can just come in and day trading and watch a couple of YouTube videos or buy somebody's courses and study those courses for 2 weeks and start making profit. It is a possibility, but most likely that's not going to happen. This is what we were talking about yesterday. Day trading, you can learn everything there is to know about day trading, but until you're actually successfully executing trades and making profit, you don't know anything. You can know everything, but you don't know anything because there's so much mental with day trading, so much emotions, so many things that you have to learn how to deal with, and the only way that you can learn how to deal with those things is actually by trading. And you have to do it, when you're first starting out. Start out with a little bit of money. Don't start out with $1,000 in your account. Start out with $50 and just buy 1 or 2 shares of stocks for day trades until you get consistently profitable. Yeah, I try to be very laid back and relaxing. I'm not go 100 miles an hour. I'm honestly kind of lazy. I try not to be lazy and try to put out as much content for this channel as possible, but I do so many things outside of this channel that it's, there's a lot of time constraints for me. But I mean, yeah, Jennifer, the thing is about day trading. Day trading is like you're not going to be able to supplement your income right away if you're just learning. But if you continue to practice, you continue to study, you continue to read books, watch videos from different people. Like I'll tell people, go scour YouTube for day trading videos and watch a bunch of different people's perspectives because everybody's going to have different perspectives. Like it sounds crazy for a YouTuber to tell you to go watch other people's YouTube videos, but I have no problem with saying that. I'm not trying to sell you anything. So like I have a couple affiliate links and that's it, And my channel's monetized, so I am making a little bit of ad revenue. I'd like to grow the channel to where I could be making some money, but I'd rather be making it from advertisers than making it from hardworking people. So that's why I tell you, go watch a bunch of different YouTube videos, watch different people, get the different perspectives. Try to figure out what type of trading you like, because there's all types of different ways to day trade. You got dip buying, scalping strategies, momentum breakout, anything. But if you practice, if you continue to day trade long enough, at some point you will figure it out and you will become profitable, and then you can take day trading with you for the rest of your life. Like, it's a skill. Like, it doesn't require, once you are consistently profitable, you don't have to spend hours a day watching videos and doing all that stuff. You can go into the markets for an hour, maybe 2 hours, and be done for the day, and that's it. And that's the great thing about day trading, but it takes time to get to that point, and you have to hone your skills. Like I said, it's taken me 5 years to get where I'm at, and I'm not even a successful day trader yet. You guys see me take losses all the time. I took a loss today. I get some good wins here. I get some losses here and there. I'm practicing, working on it myself, trying to get better. But yeah, you gotta keep going. The reason why 90% of traders fail is because they give up. Like I said, they come into the markets expecting to get rich real quick. Doesn't happen for them. They quit. And so that's why you don't see that many successful day traders. Well, you see a lot of day traders claim they're successful on social media, but there's a lot of people trading on paper trade accounts, acting like gurus and trading with nonsense, pumping, dumping, all kinds of things like that. So as long as you stick to it, you just got to stick to it and keep practicing, and don't go all in. There's no reason to go in. Look at that window. See, I almost went there on window. That'd have been $40 I could have made right there. Yeah, I don't think One Life went anywhere. I think he was pretty much focusing. And he's probably looking for trades. But yeah. That stupid little gamble that worked out. Yeah, I might. Yeah, oh no, for sure. I could have been wrong on window there, but that's what I was saying right here. I was like, I might do something crazy. I was just gonna buy 100 shares just to see if it kept riding up the VWAP. It'd have been pure luck, because I wasn't really expecting it to actually make a nice 40-cent move right there. So I'm not gonna take any credit for it. I was just saying, you know, sometimes I have these crazy ideas and they actually would have worked out if I would have followed through with them. But a lot more times than not, if I try to do something off the cuff like that, I usually take a loss. So that's why I didn't do it. I was like, I'm gonna be smart this time. Yeah, I I'm starting to agree with Daniel B on the paper trading thing, because when I started this channel, I was big on people paper trading because you don't risk any money by paper trading. Well, let me say this: paper trading has its importance. I think paper trading you should do as a beginner trader right away to get used to your platform, to learn how to use your buy and sell buttons, your quantity buttons, your level 2 and all this. Like, I think you need to paper trade for a little bit just to learn how to operate the platform, because you don't want to just throw real money in here and you don't even know how to sell a stock properly. So Uh, um, I think you need that. Sorry, I blanked out. I was looking at the chat, but I think you need to paper trade a little bit for that once you learn the platform. But after that, then trade with a little bit of money, like Daniel B is saying, because if you paper trade, you're not gonna get the same feeling as if you're trading with real money. There's all those emotions that are attached to it, and with paper trading, you're not gonna be learning how to cope with those emotions and how to control them. So I think it has its purpose. Yeah, and like One Life saying, yeah, there you go. Listen to what Daniel B and One Life is saying. Just buy little amounts of shares. But if you don't know how to work the platform, go to, paper trade with the platform first and get used to it. So that way, when you are using real money, even though you're only using $10 or something, because why risk even $1 if you don't know how to use the platform yet? So that's why I say I think you should paper trade for a little bit, and then after that switch to the little small amounts like One Life and Daniel B are talking about. Yeah, yeah. No, I mean it doesn't really. The one good thing for paper trading and why it was kind of designed was to test strategies. Like if you have a strategy you just learned and you want to see if it can work, then you can try it out paper trading first and then try it with real money. But you don't have to. Yeah, don't listen exactly like Daniel B. Don't listen to a charlatan like me. Like, look at me. This is a charlatan face. I can't even say charlatan correct. But yeah, you guys know what's up. All right, so I'm gonna give one more scan through these stocks real quick. One more quick look and see if there's potentially a play, but I don't see anything particularly right now. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go with the two shirt thing again. Never trust a guy who wears two shirts and doesn't charge you for doing live stream day trading and stuff. Never trust that guy. I know the head and shoulders pattern. What are you talking about? I called the head and shoulders pattern out on this morning. I called it out right before it started happening. I called it out up here at the head. I didn't see it yesterday because I wasn't looking at the whole chart. When I was looking at GMPX yesterday, I was looking at it like this. And not even like that. I couldn't even see the pre-market when I got in that stupid trade. That's why I made sure I lost something, but that's why I made sure today that I was looking at the whole chart on XRF so I didn't miss anything. If this is a head and shoulders pattern, then it could get a little bounce here. I don't care about all them patterns. I really don't. How is that not a head and shoulders pattern, One Life? Explain that to me. There's a shoulder, there's a head, and now we're starting to make the other shoulder. It's going to bounce here. I learned anything. Okay, let's see here. Something happened there with my connection, but yeah. I know it's forming it now. That's what I said. I called it back here. I said it was a head and shoulders pattern. I said if it finishes out. I didn't say it was a head and shoulders pattern. I said if it keeps going and comes down and I'm not arguing with you guys. Yeah, it's forming the neckline exactly. I mean, that's what I was about to say. Is it could have a little bounce up here to that 225 area, maybe 240, to make that other shoulder top. But I'm not arguing with you, guy. All right, Daniel B. I'm not arguing with you guys. You guys are crazy. Leave me alone. Talk all the trash you want to. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I'm terrible. Worst day trader on YouTube. You should listen to the almighty Daniel B and One Life. Yeah, I don't see anything happening right now. Maybe in Power Hour, but I'm probably not going to. I'm probably not going to trade during Power Hour today. I'll probably just wait till tomorrow. Now I may have miscommunicated and said that it was a head and shoulders pattern, but what I was trying to say, it was starting to look like a head and shoulders pattern to me back here. If this didn't break over 3. That's what I was trying to say back then. I don't know what I actually said, but but yeah, I didn't mean to spread misinformation. If I did, I don't know. I don't remember what I said. Was that almost 2 hours ago? Yeah, I have no idea what I said 2 hours ago. So other than I know that I said something about, I think this is going to be a head and shoulders pattern. That's all I remember. I don't remember word for word what I said. But it doesn't matter anyway. It's not doing anything, so. Very possible, Daniel B. Very possible that it probably will end up going to $1.50. Yeah, I'd say you're probably right. One thing I want to check, though, before I go, is check RVP. Okay, so I should have just kept RVP on my watch list this morning because it actually just wrote up the 9 there. Tomorrow it could be interesting to see if that's going to try to break 5. Are you seeing manipulation on level 2? Yeah. But yeah. Alright, guys. I'm taking off. It's getting time for lunch. Getting time for some food. So appreciate everybody joining me as always. We will be back tomorrow morning at market open. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Daniel B. So, yeah. You interrupted me. Interrupted my spiel. Now I forgot where I was at in my spiel. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day. Until next time.